going on, vinyl community? Welcome to another video with the Record Spinner. In today's video, I'm going to be doing an unboxing of The Doors, live at the Matrix 1967, the original masters. This is the newest offering from the Doors camp, and it is about time that Doors management and Rhino put their heads together and gave us this set, because it has been a long time coming. And before we get into the unboxing, I'm going to provide a little bit of history and minutia for you guys in regards to these tapes and how they've always kind of existed over the years. So back in March 1967, shortly after the Doors released their debut album, they held a residency at a San Francisco nightclub called The Matrix, and the owner of the club, Peter Abram, had recorded all of the acts that played at the club. Not just the Doors, but he also recorded the Velvet Underground, Jefferson Airplane, amongst many others, and those tapes were heavily bootlegged for years. And then in 1997, the Doors released their 4-CD Doors box set, and a couple of recordings from The Matrix were included, but the quality was definitely far from superior. They were basically using bootleg sources for the as the audio source, but that's just one minor thing with the various other issues with that box set, but we're not going to talk about that in this video. Then in 2008, Rhino and Bright Midnight Records had released the 2-CD set, Live at the Matrix 1967, and Bruce Spotnick had claimed that they were using the first generation tapes and this and that. Turns out that was incorrect, and they were using some faulty sources. Then some research kind of, emerged around the late 2000s, and there was word that there was going to be a sort of release or box set of the complete Matrix tapes, and it basically didn't happen for a very long time. Then for Record Store Day, back I want to say between 2016 and 2018, somewhere around there, they had released a couple of Doors Live at the Matrix releases for Record Store Day using recently discovered first-generation tapes, and then they also included a couple of recordings on CD as part of the self-titled debut 50th Anniversary Deluxe set. So, little drips and drabs have come out of these first-generation tapes, but now the goods are finally here in this 5LP plus 7-inch set. So before we dig into it, I'm going to give you guys a good close-up shot of the hype sticker, and I will read it off for you guys as well. 5 LPs plus 7-inch single, numbered and limited edition, the complete and original recordings taken straight from the first generation 7-inch reels. A 5-night engagement in March 1967 at a small San Francisco nightclub called The Matrix. Quotation from John Densmore: "We were on the lip of great success and we didn't know it." Includes 2 never-before-heard recordings, all blues in Bag's groove. So let's take the shrink wrap off, and I'll showcase everything that this set has to offer. I am very excited for this, because when it comes to historical Doors recordings, because granted, we are kind of spoiled with all of the various recordings that came out from around 1969 to 1970 when they were doing the Absolutely Live album. There's all kinds of great recordings from the Aquarius Theater, Cobo Hall in Detroit, Spectrum in Philly, Boston, a whole bunch of others. But to hear, them at this early part of their career, before Light My Fire was really a hit, is a real treat. And, if you love those first 2 Doors albums, then you are really going to enjoy this, because that's basically what the set list consists of, along with a bunch of other covers. So here is the front of the box. So we have a cool sort of psychedelicized image of the band on the bottom. We have a cool crowd shot kind of distorted on the top there. And then, of course, we have the release title all around the spine, as well as the bottom, as you see there. And then here is the back with another live shot of the band, as well as the track list. And as you can see, out of 14,000 copies, this is copy number 8,396, so it is indeed limited and numbered. I believe there is 14,000 vinyl box sets, as well as I think 20,000 CD sets, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong. And then we have the breakdown of the track list. And as you can see, it starts from when they first started playing through their first, their second set, and then gradually, as the dates progress, includes everything up to March 10th. So as you see there, and there's even some asterisks and guides to indicate which tracks are indeed previously unreleased or first time released from original master tapes. So a good chunk of the set has been released already in the 2008 2 CD Live at the Matrix. And then from whatever has come out from the Record Store Day releases, which I will say, since I have this set, I will be parting ways with these. But I believe these even break down which songs come from which show and set. So obviously everything comes from March 7th on this one, and then this one has everything from March 7th as well as the 10th. And it's all kind of broken down on the back side here. So let's open this up. I've been babbling way too much. Okay, so we have a lift-up box just like this, and all the contents are here. So we're going to start off with the first thing that we have, and that is a nice little insert here, which looks really, really trippy and very cool. Nice, bright, and colorful, I have to say. Takes you back to the 60s. And this insert opens up here, and basically we have some liner notes from Joel Selvin. And we also have just another breakdown of the track list and everything. And then it even breaks down into the kind of a backstory of the source tapes that were used for this release and the lore that kind of entails kind of what I just kind of briefly summarized. But that's all featured here, so that should be interesting to read. And now let's dig into the contents of the set. So all the records come in polyline sleeves, which is a very nice touch. And here is the vinyl. So as you can see, we have nice custom labels here, and it looks all different across the set. I just looked down at the second LP, and it's all different, which is going to be cool. So there's that. And judging by the dead wax, this was pressed. It looks to be from not Record Industry, GZ Vinyl. And mastered by Bernie Grundman, because I see a BG there. And Bernie, of course, he's kind of been the go-to man for basically all Doors vinyl pressings. Last thing he did was the Paris Blues release from Record Store Day. And then here is the second LP. We have a nice sort of Target type design on the label there. Very cool. Good stuff. And then moving on to the third. As you can see, they kind of repeat that Target sort of motif and just kind of change the color scheme around. Very nice. Overall, pressing quality is very solid to my eyes. They look to be either 180 gram or just coming right under that. I don't have a scale to weigh these things out. I really should invest in one just to kind of see for shits and giggles. But here is the other LP. Very cool. And then we have one more LP to look at. And here is the fifth LP. So as you can see, they kind of change up the color scheme with all the Target labels. But overall, beautifully put together, and I'm sure this is going to sound absolutely solid. And I do have the 1997 long box set, and as well as the 2 CD Live at the Matrix release, so I'll definitely have to compare and contrast and see the sound quality difference. But based off of what I've heard from the 2 Record Store Day releases, this is a major upgrade. Now, inside here on the bottom is the 7-inch that's housed. So let's get that out. So basically, it's kind of like tucked in almost. How do I get this? Oh, there we go. Oh, I see. There's like some sticky adhesive stuff kind of holding that in place. So here we have a cool shot of the band. Kind of slightly colorized. Not genuine to the color from the actual photo, but it has a cool kind of colorful flair to it. Get some more of that sticky stuff off. And then here is the box, which looks to be like almost like a mock-up of like an audio tape. Instrumental Jam Unreleased. And this is Bag's Groove on this side, as well as, what's the other one? Yeah, that looks to be all it. Yeah, so Bag's Groove is the only one that appears on the 7-inch, and then there's the All Blues Jam as part of the main release. I don't know why I thought it was like a double-sided thing, but that registered now because the back has a cool etching there. It looks like a tape reel. See, look, you can even see like the layers upon layers of tape there etched, and then you see the middle, which is like the little spindle that you place it on the reel-to-reel recorder, which is very cool. That's a nice bit of design there, actually. That is really, really cool. So, so single-sided etched 7-inch, so that's cool. But, nah, this looks absolutely beautifully put together. And like I was saying, I think, you know, Jeffrey Jampol and Rhino Doors Management, they've got their heads together and they're finally doing something right with the Doors catalog, because over the years there have been various questionable things that have been done with the catalog, whether it's, you know, the 40th anniversary remixes or the fact that they release a lot of ridiculous merch items like skateboards and such. But when it comes down to recently, because for Record Store Day we did get that Paris Blues collection, which is basically the final studio track to be released by the Doors, and now we have much more superior live releases such as this one, obviously because it does say the original masters. Maybe we'll get some more other cool things to come in the future. There's rumors of an extra London Fog reel from 1965 or 66, right around that time, so who knows? Or hell, there's even that last show from New Orleans at the Warehouse. There's a tape out there of that. If you search up the forums, it's out there. Anyways, I'm done hypothesizing. I have 5 LPs and a 7-inch to play on the turntable, and there you guys go. That is my unboxing of the Doors Live at the Matrix 1967, the original masters. If you enjoyed this video, please go ahead, give it a like, and subscribe to the channel. See you guys in the next video, and most importantly, keep the records spinning.